What happens when you use M.2 heat sinks on a CPU? Let's find out. Alright, we got our M.2s mounted here. They don't move around too much or come off. Now we just need a fan solution. We got this Intermax that we can float right over it. Or maybe we can use a different fan solution. We'll figure it out. Well, it looks like we managed to post. The temperatures are a little high though, 46C, 44C, around that point. This is just a crappy little case fan after all. I don't really expect it to cool the CPU all that much. So we're gonna find out, do some tests. Looks like we are already having some issues. The CPU is sitting at a 60C, but it looks like the integrated graphics does not like not having a heatsink on it. I'm seeing constant flashing on and off on the screen. I tried to record it right now, but of course it stopped doing it now, so oh well. So now we're gonna run some Cinebench on this. Your guess is as good as to mine as whether it'll turn itself off or not, or overheat, or it'll boil the integrated graphics. Well, it's surviving somehow, drawing about 25 watts at 1 volt, it looks like. ADC. Wow. Looks like those M.2 heatsinks can actually survive somehow, at least for now. This is starting to approach thermal throttling temperature as they saturate though. Looks like we've fully saturated those M.2 heatsinks. Now it's finally bouncing off the limiter at 100C. It's probably gonna surpass 100C to be honest. But I don't know how good the regulation is here, but it's staying within spec for the most part. It's dropping some clock, a little bit of clocks, but nothing too crazy. So we got our workload working here. We got our little sandwich computer and the big power supply, mini ITX board, and here's the little fan. The fan's not mounted to anything, it's just resting literally on top of the motherboard. You can see the M.2s here. Looks like they're starting to separate. Some of the CPU is sticking out. I can see it from here. Yikes. And even then, it's still managing to hold its own. It's staying at 100C forever, and the power usage is actually going down more and more over time as it continues to saturate. I might need to bring these M.2s a little closer together though. Let's see if I can catch this on video. Oh, there you go. We're finally starting to have display issues because the iGPU is overheating. Integrated graphics is overheating. You'll never see that with a regular cooler. I shut it off just to protect the CPU because I'm still going to use it in more experiments, but the M.2s are still way too hot, so I had to connect the fan separately and keep it running until it gets cold enough for me to take it off and repaste it. So there you have it. These are the heat sinks I used in the video from this brand, AWX LumV or whatever. And not bad for 13 bucks. I mean, it says it's rated for 5 to 10 watts, and that's about the performance I got, so they weren't lying. So yeah, that's what happens when you stick a M.2 heatsink cooler on a CPU. Worked better than I thought it would, but yeah, it's not really a viable solution. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you want, subscribe or whatever, or don't. It doesn't really matter. Thanks.